Hello, y'all. Welcome back to 2 Minutes of Tea, the pre-show before the main show. Y'all know all year we're highlighting Black businesses, and one I wanted to shout out is Donna by the one and only Tabitha Brown. I have recently switched to start using her products. The sweet potato leave-in conditioner, amazing. The sweet potato conditioner that you use before the leave-in, amazing. And I have been looking for a really good gel that kind of holds my curl pattern, that makes the texture pop. And so many of you recently, since I switched, have been coming to me like, oh my God, I love your hair. How'd you get it to do this, blah, blah, blah. It's Donna by Tabitha Brown, okay? Make sure you go check out her products, not at Target. Go to her website, okay? Love you all so much and enjoy the show.
It's tea time with Uncle Twirl. Let me go grab my cup.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tea Time with Uncle Twirl, where what's in your mug is your business. I'm your host, Uncle Twirl. Guys, I have a very special guest sitting and sipping with us today. It is my distinct honor to be sitting across from a powerhouse in the hair industry. He's not just a stylist, he's an educator, a content creator, a visionary who's been shaping the beauty game for over 25 years. He's worked with icons like Angela Yee, Latavia Robertson, Vivica A. Fox. He's a master of the round brush technique, a lover of bold fashion, a champion of Black hair history. Please welcome the one and only Dallas Christopher. Y'all better give it up. I don't hear you. Y'all better give it up. Cheers, my brother. Thank you so much for being here.
Cheers.
Clink,
Cheers. Chink, chink.
Y'all already know we drinking that Brooklyn tea.
It's good.
Okay, Black owned tea. Make sure y'all go support them.
Great.
How are you? You look amazing.
I'm well, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to keep up with you.
It's the brooch for me.
Well, you know, I always had to have a little something on the shoulder because this shoulder moves on its own. Involuntary.
You look amazing. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Okay, good. So, before we get in your business, I figured we could, play a few games, kind of loosen things up. You already know the first game we're going to play is Sip or Spill. We play with every guest. It's kind of a rapid fire game. I'm going to give you two options. You're going to choose which one you like. Now, if you don't want to choose, because we believe in consent, y'all, we don't force somebody to do nothing they don't want to do. You're going to take a sip, okay? So you just sip if you don't want to pick, okay? Which is fine.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I think I am.
Okay, first up, lemon pepper wet or dry?
Dry.
Oh, come on, dry?
Crispy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not burnt.
Not burnt.
Crispy.
Crispy. I don't need nothing pink.
What's your go-to wing spot?
Oh.
Because mine closed. I've been very sad.
Oh, well, hold on. I have to make this announcement.
Okay.
I just started back having wings because I have been vegetarian.
Okay.
I was vegan and then vegetarian and then I was pescatarian.
Okay.
And then my doctor said, baby, you need a little bit more.
The chicken.
Yeah. So I had to add the Barnyard Pimp back into the life. So I just started back maybe about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find my favorite place.
Okay.
Yeah. I will tell you this one place that's right up here that everybody goes to. It's the American something. Anyway, we're not going to give the name.
Hello.
I don't like that.
No.
Yeah, because the wings are about this big.
They are baby wings.
Yeah.
It's given you didn't give the chicken enough time to live.
Baby.
This chicken didn't have a life.
No.
And I feel bad.
Yeah.
Okay. The Fifth Element or Boomerang?
Oh. Yeah, Fifth Element is
Every time.
mine every time.
Oh my God.
Every time.
Christopher ate that role.
Oh, didn't he?
I loved it.
Didn't he? I believed every piece of it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
He was Ruby Rose.
He was Ruby Rose.
Yes.
And baby, when that bomb went off and he was screaming while he was counting from 1 to 10, oh my goodness, that was the best scene for me.
That is also one of Nadia's favorite movies. I can see her back there smiling. Salmon salad or wings?
I will take the salmon salad.
Period.
Yeah.
You like the crispy skin salmon?
Yes,
Oh my
I
God.
do.
It's so good.
I like it blackened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it dog.
A little New Orleans.
Yeah. You
flavor.
starting to hear the things
Yeah,
I'm talking about? I like
hear
it crispy. I like it dog.
I receive it. My spirit is jumping with joy. Yes. Okay. Abbott Elementary or In Living Color?
Oh, Abbott Elementary.
Period.
Listen, it's my go-to. That's the only thing I will record.
Yes.
That's the only thing I will watch.
Yes.
I have been watching it from day one since, because she's the girl who was like, oh, he got money.
He got money.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So I've been a true watcher. Plus, I used to live in Philly. So.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
So you have like a connection.
I have
to
a connection to it. Yeah.
I love that. It's a great show. All right. Jill Scott or Brandy?
Oh. I do love my Jill.
I mean,
However, the Vocal Bible.
I mean,
It's Brandy.
And you know, for you, those of you that want to argue she's not, please have a seat. Okay, no one, you don't know what you're talking about.
Several seats, okay? Because Brandy is the Bible.
She is.
Okay, do you hear? Okay,
An icon.
I had to say that to the audience.
No, because they
make
don't.
sure they knew.
They be trying to argue with
They-
us.
they do.
Don't
Yeah,
argue with your
don't
mom.
get in the comments. Okay.
Puma or Nike?
Oh, Nike.
Period. Angela Yee or Just Hilarious?
I gotta pause for a second and laugh. Hold on. Yee.
Period.
Okay. Nothing wrong with Jess because I love listening to
Yes.
her Jess with the mess.
Yes.
Because she's a clown.
She is funny.
She's a clown.
She is funny.
However,
Mhm.
I think she does a great job.
Mhm.
Oh, see, I'm cleaning this up
Yeah, I
real
see.
good. She does a great job
Mhm.
on the show.
Yeah.
Very great.
Yep.
And she's a breath of fresh air.
Mhm.
However,
However,
my
comma.
choice would be the one who gives me. You cannot beat an interviewer like Yee.
Hello.
That chick pulls it out.
Hello.
Okay.
The originator.
Yeah.
Okay. Bust down or Bob?
A Bobbiana. A Bobbiana.
Every
And
time.
Every time, because you can do a bust down and a bob at the same time, or you can do a deep part high.
See, she's versatile.
She
That's why we
is.
like her.
And she
You
can
know.
give you that Keisha bang.
Okay. I
Okay.
love a good business Bob.
Yeah,
Edna
yeah,
mode.
Yeah.
Okay. Real Housewives or Married to Medicine?
Could I say neither?
I mean, you can take a sip. I mean, but if like you don't like either, that's also fine.
Let me not say that because that's ugly. Let me not say that. Let me not say
Okay.
that. Hold on. I do enjoy both.
Yes.
I do enjoy both.
Mm-hmm.
If I had my choice to watch, which I really don't watch reality.
Right,
I told
right.
you the only thing I watch is Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
I would watch The Housewives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute.
I would watch them.
Same. Last one.
This is a crazy game
I
we're
mean,
playing.
And you're breezing through it though.
Okay,
You haven't
okay.
even really sipped.
Okay.
Okay, you're a G. Teaching or styling?
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. I've had my years of styling.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it since I was 16.
Right.
I'd rather teach.
Period.
Yeah.
And I mean, the students love you. It's apparent.
I love them.
I mean,
They're my babies.
it's infectious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, look. Sipper Spill slid through.
Yeah, let's play through that one.
See?
Okay. But I believe you said it's a couple, so they being
Yep.
oh gosh. Here we
Yep,
go.
yep. All right,
Right.
right into the next one. So the next game we're going to play is called Would You Rather. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions. You're just going to tell me which one you'd rather do.
It's gonna be a lot of sipping on this one, buddy.
Easy. Okay, first up. Would you rather style hair for a music video or for a major fashion runway show?
Major fashion runway show.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause I want to see.
Yeah.
Period. Would you rather be stuck in a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion?
I want to see what the new people look like. Alien.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. See, a man with some sense. Those
Yeah.
of you that want the zombie apocalypse, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Okay, I have an irrational fear of zombies.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't want to see them. They're dead. They're dead.
Yeah.
They've been here.
Yeah,
I want
don't
the new people.
don't try to bite me.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
into it. Okay. Would you rather have a hairstyling product named after you
Mm.
or your own fashion line?
Ooh. Now that is
All right. Would you rather be stuck in a romantic comedy with your worst enemy or in a horror film with your best friend?
worst enemy because I hate horror movies.
He said, maybe I don't want to be in it.
Anyone who knows me, I do not watch any.
I'm not trying to be scared.
Not doing it. And if I do, you're
Mhm.
spending the night
Period.
for about a week.
Yeah, because you
Lights
can't
on.
leave.
Yeah.
Who's going to protect you?
Yeah. Who's going to protect?
Period.
Yeah.
Would you rather get to attend the Bronner Brothers Hair Show every year for free or have a lifetime VIP ticket to any fashion event in New York?
Any fashion event because I already do Bronner Brothers and it's already free for me.
See?
So
See?
yeah,
He's like,
Yeah,
actually.
I choose that one.
Okay. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
The internet. I care
Period.
less about talking
I
to somebody. I
need
need to
it.
be comfortable.
AC, me. All my friends that keep inviting me to these island getaways, y'all know I don't like the beach. I don't like being hot. Some of the rooms don't have the AC. I can't go.
Why? We are the same
No,
person.
please don't invite me.
Because I don't like the beach and things.
No.
I don't want to get hot. No.
Sand is gross.
No, and it gets in my no.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still finding it from trips I've been
love
on.
this person.
Yuck.
Okay.
Would you rather style hair for a celebrity wedding or a high-profile red carpet event?
Oh, ooh. I think it would be wedding because I like more personal.
Mm.
So I like a personal relationship,
Mhm, mhm.
and most of my clients who are those ones who are, you know, A, B, whatever listers, they want to call themselves
They're on a
or
list.
who they are.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have relationships with them.
Mhm.
So I don't do you because of, oh, I need to have this person.
Right.
I do you because I have a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. See, I'm nosy, so I would choose the wedding because I want to see who's going to be there. What do they wear? What are y'all eating? What is it giving? Yeah. Okay. I feel like I know the answer to this one.
Oh, guys.
Would you rather watch nothing but Hallmark Christmas movies or nothing but horror movies?
You already know.
Okay, period. Christmas
Yeah.
me.
And baby, it's the lower of both, okay? But in the lower and lower of both, sorry, Hallmark.
I mean, y'all know what it is.
It's the lower and lower of
Yeah.
both. However, I will not. I could not even watch The Exorcist all the way through.
No, who wants to see
Baby,
that?
when she came down them stairs backwards, I was like, I'm
No,
done. Let me
no,
go. I
no.
can't. I couldn't see for a
Anytime
month.
your neck starts turning too far, I'm like, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What?
And
What?
we're out of here.
Yeah, we're done. And she was cussing, and that was funny. But when it got to the point where she was doing all the other stuff,
Yep.
I was like, okay, no, this ain't it. This is not it.
Okay. Would you rather exclusively work with a black hair care brand that highlights cultural authenticity or a global hair care brand that aims at redefining beauty standards?
The first one.
Period.
Blick.
Black on black.
Blick and blick.
Black on black.
Blick and blick and
Room
blick.
for everybody black.
Blickety, blickety, blick, blick.
Forever,
Okay,
forever.
yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right. Last one. You're doing so well. I'm so
Look,
impressed.
what?
Oh
I'm
my
having fun.
God.
It's the energy. It's
You're
bouncing back
eating.
and forth.
Okay. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader? The people want to know. I didn't write these. These are things that people sent me.
I don't know if I can talk like Yoda because, Charleston people, I'm sorry. You guys talk backwards sometimes, okay? Me about to go fill up my car, so okay.
Okay.
So maybe it's going to be the, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It's
like, he
gonna
just got a little apnea.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Give him his mask.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all he needs.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Once again.
Wow.
I'm breezing through it. Okay, last game.
Oh, gosh. I
And-
thought we were over.
And guys, Dallas picked this game. I gave him the option. So the game we're going to play next is called 20 Questions.
Oh, God.
Okay,
yes.
so this is how you guys play. Dallas is going to think of a person, place, or thing.
Okay.
He has it in his mind. Okay, he's there. I'm going to ask questions to see if I can guess what he's thinking. Okay, and he's only going to respond yes or no. Okay, so he's, I'm going to try to get close. Y'all wish me luck, bro. 20. All right. Do you have the thing? Are you channeling it?
Challenging it.
Let me align my chakras. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Okay. I'm back. I'm ready. I'm ready. My chakras, I'm ready. We're here. I'm in your brain. You got it?
Okay. I got it.
Okay. Is it a woman?
No.
Is it a place?
No.
Is it a thing?
Yes.
Is it a hair care tool?
Nope.
Is it a piece of clothing?
Yes or no?
Can you wear it in public?
Yes.
Should you wear it in public?
Yes.
Is it shiny?
Could be. No. Yes or no?
Yes, yes or no?
There's a no. You can't do a yes or no on that. But
Okay, let me ask another one. Can men and women wear it?
yes.
Who wears it more primarily, men or women? No, that's not it. You can't do that one. Does it go on your head?
No.
Does it go on your feet?
Yes.
Is it shoes?
Yes.
Period! God, let me tell you, them chakras were aligned. Thank you so much. I'm in there. I'm in there.
You are.
Call
you
me
are.
ESPN.
Wow,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah, I did that.
Wow.
Very good.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you.
Who,
I have a
who
gift.
knew? Listen, I am a shoe freak. So.
Look, same.
Yeah.
Don't you pan down. Okay, y'all. I told him earlier the shoes I wasn't going to stop
Shoe
in.
cam.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm not ready. So now we're going to get into our interview segment. And, we're going to have you spill a bit of information about yourself because we are very fascinated and we want to know what you're about, where you come from, all of that.
The interesting thing is you're telling me that or saying this. I am super vague, and everyone knows that I'm super, super vague.
Okay.
So for me to say we're going to do this,
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the butterflies that are happening in my stomach right now because we're talking to the world.
We are.
right now.
Okay. I'm a butterfly catcher, so we're going to get them out of there. Get it out of there.
Oh,
Okay.
Here we go.
So let's start with origin stories because I love a good origin story. Take me back. Okay. 16-year-old Dallas picking up a brush for the first time. Did you know back then that was your calling?
I did.
Okay.
I did. 16-year-old Dallas. I come from a family of hairstylists.
Okay.
Yeah. So 3 of my aunts were
Mhm.
salon owner. They were salon owner. My uncle was a barbershop owner. They owned beauty supply stores.
Come on, Black entrepreneurs.
Yeah. We were
Yes.
doing it,
Okay.
doing it. And
Okay.
so it's a natural born gift of being able to do hair. I was not trained. It was nothing. I just picked it up and started working.
Period. It's in your blood.
It's in the blood.
Right.
And so one of the things I teach about in school is that I say either you are the gifted one or you are the learned one. Neither one are higher or lesser. It's just one picks up that comb or picks up that shear scissor and know exactly how to cut those angles or know exactly how to use that comb and brush the hair where it's supposed to be. And so I was the one that was gifted. Thank you, Lord,
Amen.
for the gift. But I knew instantly.
That's amazing.
This is what I'm doing.
I think it's such a beautiful thing, like when you are someone who encounters your purpose early on, because I feel like a lot of people spend so much of their life searching for like that thing. And so the fact that you knew at 16, you're like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Also, I'm glad you clarified what a shear was, because some of us, you know. Okay, so your journey began before the glamorization of social media. And what did breaking into the business look like back then?
Okay, you said shoe cam.
I know. I just want you guys to see what I'm talking about.
I mean, I got you. Back in the day, yes, no Instagram, none of that. But
Right.
you had to hit the streets.
You
Tom and Jerry had to hit the streets, and you had to have a cord,
Right.
and you was passing cards out.
Right.
You had to get in your local fashion shows, which was if you did a fashion show and they did one, it generally had some kind of dance or whatever afterwards or whatever. You got in that.
Right.
You made sure you were a part of that. You had to pay for everything on your own. You wanted to get in Hype Hair. Hype Hair magazine was it. It was several other magazines you wanted to get into also, but you had to pay for those things. So that's how you became that person who, you know, how you know,
Right.
gained your clients.
Right, like paying your dues.
Yeah,
literally.
pay your dues.
Right.
And you had to get your clients that way. You really had to, you couldn't just post a picture and go, these body waves are mine, come see me.
Right.
No,
Right.
you had to get them word of mouth, face to face, hand to hand,
Period.
meeting people. Yeah.
Okay. As a Black gay man, did you face any unique challenges when starting your career, and how did you navigate those?
First and foremost, if we're going to use the word gay, if you're talking about me being happy, hell yeah.
Period.
Oh, that's what I am. If
Blessed.
we're talking about my sexual choices, it's none of your damn business. Okay? What I do, who I do, when I do. But do know this, I like what likes me.
Hello.
Okay? So does that answer the question?
It does.
Okay.
Okay.
Good,
Period.
Good.
And some of y'all need to listen to that. Okay. Some of y'all here chasing stuff that don't like you. Okay. And that's your problem. You're sad. Okay. I'm talking to my lonelies. Do better.
Likes me, but I also got to like it too.
Hello.
Okay?
But did
Also.
you, as a man in the industry, did you face any challenges?
Oh, God,
were there-
yes. Oh, God,
how'd
yes.
you
Oh, God,
navigate
yes.
those?
It hurt me a lot. I mean, being, you know, young back in the day, being called, can I say these words?
Go off.
I can.
They know the words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being called punk,
Hello.
faggot, sissy,
Mm-hmm.
all of those words, they hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They hurt a lot. One person who really helped me a lot was my sister. And my sister said, does those names identify you? And this is why I'm always about labeling now. My sister said, does those names identify you? And I was like, well, no. And she said, are you a great hairstylist? I was like, well, I mean, I think I am, you know. Those same people in high school that's talking trash about you or whatever, aren't you doing their girlfriends and they're paying you out of their pocket? Say, you're right. You're in our house and mom's house, and you got their heads over in a sink and you're behind them doing their hair, right? Yeah, y'all see that motion?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I am. So who's the punk?
That part.
I said, oh, got it.
Look, you call me what you want, but you better call me paid.
But you better call me paid.
Okay, that
Call me
part.
what you like, but call me paid.
Facts.
Because the money that you're giving her, she's giving it to me.
Oh, yeah.
So call me what you like.
Next case.
Yeah.
I love that. I think it's a beautiful thing, like, because I think a lot of people, when they're breaking into different industries, face adversity.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, it's something about like having to find like an inner strength, or having someone tell you like, but are you good at this? Is this your calling?
Yeah.
Do these people pay your bills?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no, they don't.
Yeah. And that's a thought process that it led to, and that what I grew into. I have no cares about what people think about me.
Facts.
None. Because you don't pay my light bill.
Hello.
You don't pay my car payment.
Hello.
You don't pay my mortgage. You don't buy these. Okay? You don't do that. So what's the point of me worrying about what you think about me?
Facts.
I can give no I almost said the F word, but I almost had to remember. I just got out of church.
Okay, amen.
Hallelujah. Okay.
They say Jesus cussed. I didn't know him, but that's what they say.
I'm laying down.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you heard. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. What was the first hairstyle or technique you ever mastered, and do you still use it today?
Weird question, crazy question. A ponytail.
Okay,
was,
ponytail.
the first thing I mastered it, and it was off of happenstance. One of my friends was going to the prom,
Okay.
and she had no one to do her hair. And one of my other friends recommended and said, well, he could put a relax in your hair. And I had done it on my sister's before.
Right.
But I was like, well, yeah, I can. And it's like, oh, well, he could put this ponytail in. And I was like, well, yeah, I can. And babe, I gave her a good old top knot ponytail.
Hello.
Did me a bouquet of curls on top of her head. Gave her a good old side bang that was
Come on,
here.
Leah.
Next thing I know, hey, everybody in high school asking for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was fun.
And are you still doing those ponytails?
Baby, I'm still doing those ponytails.
Period.
You still can snatch them on real
Okay.
quick, fast, and hurry.
Hello.
But now, to this day, we're doing them low and long and straight. But before, we were wrapping them and
Right.
curling them.
Right.
It's great.
We love a good updo ponytail.
Don't we?
Okay. What's a piece of advice you received early on in your career that still sticks with you?
What was that piece of advice that I received early on? Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. That was something that stuck with me all the way. Again, from that conversation with my sister, and just saying, hey, don't worry about, you know who you are.
Hello.
You know what you like.
Hello.
You know what you do. Stay true to that.
Period. Okay. So now I want to talk about your areas of expertise, air, art, culture. So you're known for your expertise with round brushes. Okay. What's the backstory? How did you perfect that technique?
I perfected that with a guy named Shannon King.
Okay.
He was an it. Let me not say was. He still is, because he might come on this and
Hello.
give me a little comment. That was what you mean. But it was him. I met him and watched how he was able to bend and curl hair. What made it a thing for me is that I was so used to doing black girls' hair.
Yes.
I was so used to doing, putting the ponytails, the grease, and the curls, and nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But then when I saw that I could skip that step of that press and curl, because with the white girl, all I gotta do is bring it from the wash and blow dry it, and baby, I can get that.
Right.
And I said, well, that's saving time,
Hello.
and I'm getting more money. We're gonna do that.
Period.
You see how that show keep going?
I see it.
I told you it's
giving.
involuntary.
It's giving. It's giving. But I feel like the broke shoulder has to give a little bit more.
It has to.
Okay.
It's glitter.
She wants to be seen.
She wants to be clean. Yeah. Listen. Yeah.
If someone wanted to master the round brush technique, what is the first thing they need to understand?
Time. Time. When you're doing it, when I'm teaching it, I do boot camps with it.
Come on, boot camp.
And when I do the boot camp, by the time you're finished, you hate me.
Okay.
Yeah, you hate me, because my students will tell you this. Once you finish the round brush, I show you the technique, and you finish it. I take your mannequin and I throw it against the wall. Immediately, I pick it up, throw it against the wall.
She's out of here.
Or I beat it.
Oh.
And then when I pick her up and I shake her, if she falls back in place, you follow through with the proper round brush. But if she stands on top of her head, I make you do it again.
Wow.
And you do it over and over until you get that proper round brush, which is my coin thing is blow till it glows. So that's it's a lot of hard work.
Right.
These arms are gonna hurt.
Right.
Because you're blow drying like this constantly. And when you're first starting it, it may take you an hour and a half to get it.
Wow.
But after you master it, it's probably going to take you about anywhere from 30 minutes to 20 to 35 to 40 minutes to do it.
But I'm sure they appreciate that, because if a lot of women, they're out here spending money on that hair, honey. They want it to last.
Yeah.
Okay. They want it to be.
Yeah.
If I go through the fire and the storms, I want my hair to not look like what I've been through.
You did your research.
I mean, a little bit.
Okay. Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
Doing the round brush properly, it's going to last longer.
Right.
Because you're blow drying it from wet to dry.
Okay.
It's a wet set.
Right.
That you did it manually. What lasts longer? A roller set.
Facts.
But if you come in and I blow dry your hair and I press it out and then I curl it up, it doesn't, because I've broken the bonds a different way. But if I break that bond from wet to dry, just like I'm putting it up on a dryer, baby, you're going to get about a good 3-4 days of bounce.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. Stiff wear.
Yeah, it's stiff wear.
And that's what we want.
That's it.
Okay. So you've worked with legends like Angela Yee, Latavia Robinson, Vivica A. Fox. Who has the most specific vision for their hair, and who let you work their magic?
Pretty much all of them let me work my magic.
Period.
Like, pretty much. They just basically go, okay, Dallas, go ahead.
I trust you.
Yeah, they do.
I know you're going to have me looking snatched.
They do. They do.
Right.
They do. They do. I would say I'm going to add a piece that was a challenging one. People saw the 50-something inch wig unit I did, U-part unit I did for Yee.
Yes.
And what was so challenging about that is I had just saw her maybe about a month and a half ago. We sat down and had lunch when we were up in Detroit. And I remember looking at her hair
Mm-hmm.
and seeing the highlight on her head.
Mm-hmm.
And so when the hair was given to me to do this process,
Mhm.
I had to call her and go, girl, your hair's still the same color? Like, did you do something?
Right.
Did you? And she said, no, I haven't done anything.
Okay.
So I had to judge how far her grow out was from when the last time I saw her,
Right.
from my highlight I did on the
Right.
U part. I had to judge that. And it matched perfectly to her.
Period.
And so she was like, I said, girl, it's a memory that I had to have, because when I look at people, one of the things I look at always is your hair. When I meet people, if I'm looking at you, I'm
Mhm.
not really paying attention to your eyes.
Right. Right.
I'm looking at your hair.
Right.
And then the second thing I look at is your shoes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's your business.
It's my business.
Yeah.
So it's hair, fashion.
Period.
Yeah.
Stop looking at my shoes. Okay. You already told you these are not the ones I wanted to wear. I showed you all. Okay, no more. Very
fine.
good. Okay, so you've worked with the Paul Mitchell School, trained thousands of students, thousands, darling. What made you transition from stylist to instructor?
I had no one who taught me like that.
Mm.
That was it. No one.
Mm.
I had great teachers when I was going through school. Miss Whittick, God rest her soul. She used to say, Dallas, the winner the better, the winner the better. I didn't understand what the hell that was until I had to slow it down, and she was going, the wetter, the better.
Okay.
But she was going, the winner better. She's real country. Miss Nancy, oh God, Miss Sheila, who taught me color. It was so many great ones that were there. However, no one taught me how to get into the film world, celebrity world, get into editorial work. No one taught me that.
Mhm.
I had to do all of that on my own.
Right.
I had to prove who I was.
Mhm.
And so what I do is I try my best to give them the best platform they possibly can. And then with my influence that I have from my different connections,
Mhm.
from what I've done, I go, okay, someone says, hey, Dallas, I need someone for, Married to Medicine, or I
Mhm.
need someone for Basketball Wives. I need
Right,
someone for
right.
that. And I go, well, I have a student for you. I have one of my babies who just graduated. I have this for you.
Right.
And so this is why I have so many students who actually are in the industry
Right.
doing those different things. I mean, I could name a list of them right now, but if I don't name all of them, a few gonna be pissed off at me
Mhm.
and be like, Papa, Unc, Dad. They're gonna be in the comments going off.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And we
So
don't want
if
no
you're in
smoke.
the comments, please go ahead and chime in and say you're one of my babies. Okay.
Hello. But I love that. I think it's something really beautiful about paying it forward.
Yeah.
Right. There are a lot of people who didn't necessarily have certain things when they were going through their journey, and so they don't like share that or express it, gatekeep,
Right.
if you will.
Gatekeep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's really beautiful because one, there's room for everybody. Okay, what makes me special is different from what makes you special, and like we don't have to compete. We're
Nope.
all great. But I think that's a really beautiful thing that you like kind of intercede on the behalf of your students.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the biggest point you just made is that we're all great. And there's money for each and every one of us.
Hello.
It's a big enough industry.
Facts.
So what you do
Mm-hmm.
as you being a hairstylist,
Mhm.
it's not the same as what I do.
Right.
It's not the same.
Right.
And I will add this last piece to it that I try to explain to every one of them. It's 80% you,
Mm.
20% your skill.
Mm.
So your guests, clients, customers, however you want to say it, they choose you for you, not for the skill.
Right. Your brand.
So when you see them one or two times, y'all energy don't match.
Mm.
They really didn't want your personality. They wanted something else. Or your personality is horrible.
Which
Okay.
it happens sometimes.
It happens.
It does.
It happens.
We've heard horror stories like different. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
So I try to make sure that they understand that. Be the best version of themselves in that salon because I'm the star.
Hello. No facts.
and it's not saying being conceited, but
Right.
it's saying one thing that every salon, oh, baby, we're going to get in this. Every salon has one thing that's in common, a mirror. A mirror. And so while that person is in your chair, that mirror is there reflecting me, and I'm on stage.
Facts.
So while I'm on stage, I'm giving you my best version so you can come back and say, I like him.
Hello.
I like his show. His show was
Yes.
very entertaining. It was fun. I felt good. I felt welcomed. You're coming back.
Period.
So I'm sorry. I got on my little soapbox.
No, you know, you were, I felt that I almost got to start running, but I'm not going to do that. Okay.
Take a lap.
I'm going to keep it professional. Okay. So, you've been an educator for years.
I'm so glad that you keep saying for years, and not really pointing out the exact one.
No, just for
because I'm
years.
29.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Years.
You see the
okay.
shoulder?
A
You see the shoulder?
professional.
Okay.
Okay. A
A
professional.
professional.
For years.
Yes.
What's one of the wildest things that's ever happened in one of your classes? I need to know. Because I be seeing your stuff. I be seeing y'all
listen,
dancing and whatnot.
We do that. Though
Uh-huh.
that's light work. That's light work. You see in the dance, you see in the twerking, that's light work.
Okay.
Okay. Every school has their challenges.
Facts.
I'm not tarnishing the name.
Period.
However, we've had some, you know, all those different personalities cramped up into one room.
Right.
And you have to be able to contain that.
Facts.
You have to be able to contain that. And one of them, I don't know if I should say this because, baby, one of them was when I first came to a particular area. I didn't even know none of these students that well yet. And one was working on a mannequin, and obviously there was something happening between some other people there, and it was about a particular person who was living in one of the apartments across the street, and that person politely clocked out, walked across the street, handled her business, came right back, clocked in, went right back to cutting and curling as if nothing had happened, not a hair out of place.
Okay.
But when we saw the other person, okay, yeah.
Yep, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
She said, don't mess with me or my
Don't
money.
mess with me or my money, and watch your mouth about me.
Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth.
Okay? Because I'll clock out and clock back in.
And I said, that's the wow. I was like, wow, how can you just
Unfazed, unbothered.
unbothered? And that's when I knew I have to be like her.
Period.
Because that thing is unbothered.
Okay? She said, I shall not be moved. Okay, but I will move you.
But I will move you.
Hello.
Don't make me get up. Don't make me get up.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay. So many hairstylists are entrepreneurs.
I can't talk to you no more.
Look, I gotta. So many hairstylists are entrepreneurs. Okay. What's one mistake beauty professionals make when trying to turn their craft into a business?
Big mistake. When they first start out, you need a community.
Okay.
And a lot of people are starting out in salon suites by themselves with nobody else in the suites with you but yourself. And the only thing that you learned is what you learned. And what happens is that if you're not in a group setting, if I am not comfortable with coloring, if I'm not comfortable with barbering or cutting, if I'm not comfortable with it, if you are, when I'm working beside you, I'm getting free training beside you. I'm learning everything that you know about coloring that's strengthening me. So I need to be somewhere in a community where I'm learning all of my skills with other hairstylists. It helps you. We are always learning. This is a career, an industry that is always evolving. So if you put yourself in that box, and a few people who live in suites are going to be mad at me, and yes, I do have some suite situations happening. However, I don't admonish it if you are first coming into the industry. Now, if you're an old head, you still go out and get your training, but don't do your little thing in your suite. But if you are a new person and you're trying to really grow your business and become an influencer, a creator, be in a salon with a bunch of people.
Because iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
They do.
Simple as that.
Period.
And I don't think they get that.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your style. You have a signature style. You with your fabulous self.
Okay.
Eating. Okay. So you have a signature style: furs, eclectic pieces, classic but bold. What does fashion mean to you?
For me, fashion is all over the place, and I don't here we go with that box thing. What I'm talking about with me, I can buy something from H&M. I can buy something from Neiman Marcus. I can buy something from Nordstrom's. Just dropping a few names of places that I enjoy shopping. I wear the clothes. I don't let the clothes wear me.
Hello.
So if it looks good on me, it's what I'm wearing.
Facts.
And a good friend of mine, Princess, I love you, Princess. She has a thing high-low. She may have something on that's Chanel.
Right.
And she may have something else on that she got from Target.
Right. Facts.
And pair those pieces together, you will never know.
No, you won't.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've been in that woman's house multiple times. And that woman has many high label pieces up in her house.
That part.
However, she has many other pieces in her house that she pairs with different things. And so she creates the fashion. I love it. And so I think that's why we're so good friends as well, because I love her for that. And that's the same thing I would do. I'll get in my closet and just start grabbing things. So I hope that answers the question to say
it does.
It's, I wear the fashion.
And I feel like I want y'all to be listening to this because a lot of y'all own a lot of expensive brands, but that don't make you fashionable. It don't. The brand is not what's making you fashionable. Fashion is something that is personal. It's personal. It tells like a story that from your perspective. And if you don't have a perspective, maybe you don't have fashion.
No, you don't. You don't. Real quick story is that I was, on the Facebooks, you know how the old folks say on the Facebooks, and so a lot of people from my old area where I was from, kind of old school churchy or whatever. I'm on different shows at Burner Brothers, and I'm always with one of these on my shoulder. But one of the things that they said to a few other people in my Facebooky group is that, well, why does he wear brooches? Like, women wear brooches, and it's like, see, here you go, identifying, saying that this is where only people can wear them. Now, I've been wearing them for quite some time.
Hello.
But now you're starting to see a lot of men from the Jay-Z's and the LeBrons. You're seeing them. You're seeing them wear pearls. You're seeing them wear those things. It's you don't become identified by the items you wear.
Facts.
It's your personality. It's your style. It's what you choose on wearing that day and what looks good. And anytime I've seen LeBron in a set of pearls, I'm like, get it.
Eat it.
Clutch.
That part.
Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
I hope that makes sense to y'all.
It does. So stop putting on all this fashion, high brand, and you be looking a mess.
And you look a fool.
I'm telling you, they'll be like, but this is Louis Vuitton. I'd be like, and it's ugly. You look crazy.
Yeah.
It's okay though. All right. Have you ever had a moment in your career where you felt like giving up?
We always do.
How did you push through that?
First and foremost, God, head of my life.
Amen.
First and foremost, that's how I push through things. But I've had many times where I wanted to just go, okay, I'm done. I've had many times where I have not completed the task the way I wanted to. I have to remind myself, everybody's not going to like what I do.
Facts.
Everybody's not going to say, oh my God, Dallas, this is amazing. Everybody's not going to say that. You have to remind yourself those things. And so it has to give you that tough skin that you go, it's okay. You're right. You're right. That may not have been right for you. And how do we make it better?
Right.
How do we make it better? That's how I move past those adversities. When I get to that point where I'm ready to just give up, I had to go, you know what? Just, talk it through.
Facts.
So at the end of the day, talk it through. After I talk it through, you know what? Get through it. Get through it. Okay? Love the world. The world loves you.
I feel so much better.
I feel so much better.
I think that is something that is advice we can all use, no matter whatever your profession is. Like, not everyone's going to like you, what you do, how you express yourself, whatever. And the world's just not designed to be that way.
They're not.
You have to find ways to move through that. I love it. Okay, so your energy is infectious. I can feel it. Like, so as soon as he got here, y'all I was like, yes, that's what I needed. Y'all know it's been raining earlier. The sun that came out, he did that. I want you to know that. Jesus.
Okay, go ahead.
Where do you pull your confidence from?
I just said it. I just said it. Listen, this energy, when I said about the gay thing being happy, baby, that's what that is.
Facts. I
wake up in the morning, let's go. And I don't need no one. Anyone. I do talk to myself in the mirror.
Amen.
Right? I do have, just that infectious energy that I say, you know what? Because if I don't do it, who will?
Talk about it.
Who will?
Okay.
So, you know what? I'm going to give myself the best energy I possibly can because what I give, you reflect back.
Facts. I tell people all the time, they're like, they'll give me a compliment or say something nice, and I'm like, I'm just a mirror reflecting you back at yourself. That's it.
That's it.
That's all I am.
That's all I am.
Yeah.
It's all I am.
Yeah.
And so if you hear, I'm not saying I'm some saint. Don't get me wrong. I ain't. Okay, I have my good and bad days. However, people generally have like, well, Dallas is not fake, and I'm not. They want to say, oh, he's a Libra, he's a fake. No. What you get this every day.
Facts.
My students are always like, why are you so happy at 7 o'clock in the morning? Every day.
Amen.
Every day. But I learned from my mother, you treat people how you want to be treated. And so I'm going to always,
because that's what I want.
That's what I want.
No, for real.
So I want you to talk to me like that. Right?
Yeah.
And I want you to come and give me some hugs.
Yes.
I want you to give me some love. That's just how I look at life.
I love it. Thank you, Lord. Okay, so when you step away from the salon, because every busy man like yourself needs some downtime, how do you recharge? What are your go-to recharge activities? What are you doing?
Ooh,
self-care.
Listen, this is my life, and I'm 7 days a week. Wow! Did I just say that out loud? I'm 7 days a week, and I'm always constantly doing stuff. This is not work for me. So this is fun. This is play.
Right.
So where someone else may say, I'm doing this because I have to, I'm doing this because I want to. Ooh, that'll preach right there. But so it's never work. So that's why I'm able to do 7 days a week. That's why I'm able to do so many different things. If I'm ever need to recharge, it's because my body is sick. Meaning as whatever is happening with me there. Other than that, I'm energized as a battery.
Period.
All day, all night.
I'm not jealous or anything. Y'all, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. That's
never
what they say.
Work. Turn your passion into your paycheck.
Hello.
That's how I get paid. It's never worked for me. So if you call me at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, you want to come and do this? Yep. I'm awake.
I do. I'm ready.
I do.
I love that.
When did you go to bed? 10:30.
And I'm ready.
And I'm ready. Fully dressed. Yeah.
Do you remember, or can you recall like one specific moment where you were like, this is a moment that changed my career? This was a defining point that like elevated me or like sent me on a bigger path.
Ooh. When I decided that in the hair industry, there was not, oh God, this may sound funny, it may sound weird, but it's not, that it's not one-sided. And when I say one-sided, remember, I was only used to doing black girls.
Right.
They want to say highly textured hair, whatever. All hair is textured. Anyway, but the extra curly, curly hair girls, that's what I was used to doing. And when my vision widened open more and I saw the white girls, the Asian girls, the Latin girls, and I started learning how to manipulate their hair, color and lighten their hair, that was a change for me. That was like, I was like, wait, I thought I was making a little coin over here. Baby, I'm getting paid over here.
Hello. Because
now I'm getting everything. And that was the changing point for me because I was so stuck in a salon that I was only doing one thing. And when I opened that vision of seeing everything else, I started getting so many more different clients. It took me from here to here.
And I'm glad you brought that up because DEI is important, guys. You hear what he said? Okay, diversity, equity, inclusion matters because it broadens your horizon. Your world can be so small if everything is the same. The same. It's important. It matters.
And it matters. It matters. And so I hope that makes sense for anyone else who was wondering, should we be all inclusive? Yes. You should be all inclusive. You shouldn't only just do the scissors and you do everybody. Okay, from the Chloes all the way down to the scissors, all the way down to what's the girl, the Polanco, whatever her name is, who's married to. Yeah, do everybody. Do everything. I hope I got all the people.
You named some good ones.
A few.
I didn't know Polanca, but I felt it.
Yeah, you felt it.
I like the name.
Yeah.
Hey, Polanca. Okay. Hair has been a tool of resistance in Black history for many, many years, from braiding escape routes into cornrows to the natural hair movement. What's a part of Black hair history that more people should know about?
Ooh. One and first and foremost, know about Madam C.J. Walker.
Hello.
Know the history about her.
Mhm.
I mean, because you know the braids, everything that we did from even back in slavery, where we had from slave roots
Right.
to recipes in the
Right,
head. Okay, name everything.
Mhm.
It's so bigger, and understanding that don't be afraid to add things. And I think I'm kind of going all over the place here, but I really am trying to hone into something. Don't be afraid of something, because I know I was working with someone and they were like, well, you know, you don't want to put these types of techniques in someone's head because of their corporate office. Maybe, no. That's where the all-inclusive comes in again, is that, yes, know what the history is of using and wearing these types of styles, locks, braids, updos. Know what they are. Dig deep in understanding your history.
Right.
And that's one thing that we, oh God, I'm getting ready to get real crazy now. That's one thing that we have always had challenges with.
Facts.
It's either been hidden
Mhm.
or it's not told the right way, or you just don't take the time to do the research. And I think that last one is the one that really gut punches people, that you have to take that time, spend time
Facts.
to understand who you are.
Right. And I will just piggyback off that. If you can't show up as your authentic self, wherever that is, that's not a place you should be showing up.
It's not.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's not.
Period.
It's not. It's not. Oh my God. See, we got serious now.
Look, I love it.
No.
A little moment of depth.
Little moment.
Okay.
Look, I'm rubbing my legs. You know how the old folks rub their legs.
Okay. If you could sit down with any hairstylist, past or present, and have a conversation, who would it be and why?
Oh, but also sin. But also sin. Yeah.
Why?
The geometric shapes that that man just put on everyone's head that made us understand how to cut those squares, triangulars, those round one links, the round one link where everybody, oh, you got the round ball, but baby, him,
The master.
the master,
Yes.
created these wonderful shapes on a head, created them in haircuts, and that you were able to wear them in its fine, you know, not curled
Right.
to look that way, but it's falling
Right.
exactly in that position. He would be someone that, you know, I would love to sit down and just, you know, really chat with.
Right. Pick his brain.
Pick his brain, ask about a few things. That he would be my one. I have a couple of more that I would love to, that are dead and gone, but he's one.
Yeah. Something masterful about the art he created. Yeah, because it's art.
From Twiggy to Audrey Hepburn, all these people where he had these cuts. And baby, when I say the line was so sharp, you can cut yourself with it.
Period.
Period.
Yes.
And when she shakes her head, it falls right back into place.
Okay.
That's art. So yeah, I would love to go, oh, bruh.
Tell me.
Help me.
Where did it come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd it come from?
Okay.
What was your inspiration?
Now, guys, I have one more question for now. He's very busy, as you guys know, 7 days a week. Okay, guys, he has things to do. So I don't want to hear it. All right, let's talk legacy. Okay? When people are
wait, whose legacy?
yours.
No.
Yes,
Oh
we
my God.
must.
I
We
ain't nobody. I'm
must.
just me.
We must talk about just me.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk legacy. When people are telling your story, when they are remembering the man, the myth, the legend, okay, what do you hope your legacy is?
To be honest, I would hope that they all see the how do I say it? The nice, beautiful person that I am. That I don't care about you talking about what kind of cuts I did, what kind of blowouts I did, whatever, because again, it's techniques that can be taught.
Right.
I really want you to talk about me. Like you speak of and say, I met him and I was at my last dollar and he didn't know, and he bought me a meal. And because he felt it, the energy he felt from me, that he felt I needed that at a time.
Right.
And that's something that I am very thankful for, that when I am spending time with people, God reveals what they need. And then I do what is said.
Hello.
Gotta have that ear, y'all. But I do what is said. And that's the legacy I want to go by with.
I really love that, because I think I've heard before, like, you know, sometimes people may not always remember what you did for them, or you know, what you accomplished, but they will always remember how you made them feel.
Yes.
Always.
Always. Remember
Right.
how you made them feel.
Facts.
And that's what's so important to me is that how did I make you feel? Because that's what I remember about people.
Period. Okay, one final question. I know.
He just said it
I
was
know,
a final
guys.
question.
But I ask
He want to keep me here.
I ask everyone
it.
this that I interview.
Okay.
Give me one question to ask the next person I interview.
Oh wow. One question.
Just one.
Ooh, let me think. What are you doing to change the state of the world?
I feel like he asked me that. I don't have an answer, but I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. That once again, y'all, thank you so much for being here, Dallas. Where can people find you if they want to connect, if they want to book you, if they want to, you know, hear some of those
See, there you go
gems
with
you be dropping?
There you go with that booking thing. Now, see, they can find me on Dallas Christopher here. That is my Instagram. You can also find me on TikTok at Dallas C. Don't mind the foolishness that I do on there. Trust me, I do a lot of foolishness on my TikToks. You can find me on the Facebooks.
Yep.
From the older folks.
Mhm.
Like I'm talking like I'm not old, okay?
But you're not.
I'm old too, okay? But you can find me on the Facebook. Dallas Christopher. You can check me out at Paul Mitchell the School Atlanta. That's my place. That's my home. I love them to death. And if you want to book, most people either come to my back end or they reach out to. Oh wait, I got a new person. I do, and I haven't signed that contract, so I can't say it. Yeah. But there's a person who does me, and it's a guy, and his name starts with a B. Okay. Anyway, once we sign the contract,
Okay,
then
period.
you can get
okay,
that.
then look, we'll add in the link.
Yeah.
As you all know, you can find me at Uncle Twirl. That's Twirl with an E on all social media platforms. Dallas, your spirit and talent are undeniable. It has been such an honor to have you here and share so many like really beautiful moments of your life, but some really amazing gems that like touched me truly.
Oh,
I'm not going to get up and run because my knee hurts. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this episode. And as always, remember, feel free to spill the tea, but don't be messy. Bye, y'all.